The central theme here is almost deceptively simple. You already are what you're seeking to become. You are source energy. You are a divine being of light and love. And the journey you're on, whatever path you've chosen, is valid. It's leading somewhere. Ascension is guaranteed. And the only question is, how do you want to feel along the way? Welcome to the Reality Revolution. I'm your host, Brian Scott. And today is a glorious day to read the channelings of the creators. The creators are channeled by Daniel Scranton, and you can find these channelings at his incredible website, www.danielscranton.com. The creators are a 12th dimensional collective of non-physical beings. They're the first group that Daniel started to channel, and be sure to check out my most recent interview with Daniel Scranton on the creators. They talk about Ascension and reality creation, and their advice is very poignant and timely, and I always find something new and interesting from reading these channelings. This group of channelings is the most recent, starting all the way from December 15th, and it covers topics like change this one thing and change everything about your life. Is your path leading to ascension? Looking to the archangels, angels, and us? Who exactly is on your spirit team? And what can they do? Prioritize this over all else and reap the rewards? So sit back and enjoy these powerful channelings from the creators. Change this one thing and change everything about your life. We are the creators. We are a 12th dimensional collective of non-physical beings, and we are here to help. We know that you all like to strive for different experiences here on Earth. And that makes you no different from any other being in the galaxy or universe. We're all seeking something, and it is normal and natural for any of us to achieve something or to acquire something and then to move on to whatever is next as far as we are concerned. Therefore, it is as above, so below. And you are meant to experience your journeys to your desired outcomes and experiences as joyous. You can always tell whether you are taking the best possible path by how it feels to you. If the path that you are on does not feel good, then you are not taking the best one that you possibly could. If you think it is the only path that is going to get you to where you want to go, then you simply need to examine that particular belief. You don't need to get better at being on a path that you don't want to be on. What you really need to do is convince yourself that there are other paths. And you may also need to convince yourself that those other paths are just as accessible to you as they are to anyone else. Please recognize that you are meant to feel good and you are meant to enjoy the ride. Any idea that you have within you that says that you are meant to suffer and that there is no gain without pain is just that. It's an idea. It's not a truth. Many people on a spiritual path feel that they have to give up everything and that they have to live as someone who has no desire. Some people feel that they should only have a bowl for rice and a cup for water and a tea and nothing else, so they can be the most spiritual version of themselves they can be. But as you observe your fellow humans and you see people laughing and running and skipping and playing and doing exactly what they want to do, you have to admit that it looks like that person is living a high vibrational experience and is therefore very spiritual. A lot of times, all you really need to do in order to be happy is to change the idea that you have about your life, yourself, what it means to be spiritual, what it takes to be happy, and you can change everything. You can change everything in a heartbeat if you decide that it is possible, and if you take the opportunity that is there before you do just that. Don't make your lives harder than they have to be, and don't insist that your path be one that is filled with struggle and the denying of one thing or another to yourself. You don't have to live that way, but you do have to examine the belief that says that you have to live that way. Go forth and pursue your interests. Be very excited about your dreams, your desires, your manifestations, and don't let anyone else tell you that you need to be different than who you are and that you need to do something other than what you feel happiest doing. You are ascending. That much is guaranteed, but how you do it and how you feel along the way, these things are up to you. Choose how you want to feel and what you want to believe in so you can be on a happy and joyous journey. We are the creators and we love you very much. Is your path leading to your ascension? We are the creators. We are a 12th dimensional collective of non-physical beings, and we are here to help. We are quite certain of your ascension, and yet we know that you are all choosing different paths to get to the same place. We support you no matter what path you choose as an individual. And we know that every path has merit, has validity, has a purpose. What we do for all of you is to light the way so that you can see that no matter what path you are on, you know where you are going. You know that there is an end point that you are reaching for. You cannot get off of the path that you are on at this point. You have chosen ascension. You have chosen to remember more of who you really are while still in this physical body. And you have chosen to explore a unique path that would allow you to know yourself more through the walking of that path. And when we say more, we are talking about the true you, the real you, the whole you. Many of you want to know who you were in a past life and where you're from in terms of other star systems in the galaxy. But we are talking about the true you as a source energy being. And everything that you encounter along your path is an opportunity to know yourself more experientially as you truly are. Of course, you have desires and you are meant to have desires, and those desires do serve you and serve you well. They keep you going. They give you something to reach for, something to achieve. And of course, you want to have something to do while in the physical realm, exploring that reality and that planet and that dimension. And so you have your desires. In the pursuit of your desires, you will be faced with what you need to face in order to grow. Therefore, when you stumble and when you fall, some of you question whether you are on the right path. And some of you wonder if you should be pursuing what it is that you are in pursuit of. And we can see why you would do that. We recognize that you can use your physical mind to second guess the choices that you are making. However, when you are in pursuit of something that you love, and you are pursuing what you love because you can feel the resonance with it, you will simply pick yourself up and dust yourself off and keep going. Therefore, when you are questioning whether you're on the right path or in pursuit of the right goals, you can always ask yourself that question of, do I still feel as in love with what I am in pursuit of as I did when I started the journey? Maybe you love what you are in pursuit of even more, but maybe through going down the path, you discovered that you actually love something else and you want to pursue that. And all of that is okay. You don't have to worry about letting your soul down. And you don't have to worry that you are not completing your mission. You are the mission. You are always in pursuit of more of yourself, but you need to dangle those carrots in front of yourselves to give yourself a reason to get out of bed in the morning. It doesn't matter if the carrot turns into something else. It does matter how you feel. So you can continuously check in with how you feel to determine whether you still want to pursue that goal, that dream, that desire. Remember to look for the light and feel for the resonance, and then you can remove all doubt from your mind and go with the flow and love the journey once and for all. We are the creators and we love you very much. Looking to the archangels, angels, and us. We are the creators. We are a 12th dimensional collective of non-physical beings, and we are here to help. We seek communion with as many of you who are willing to connect, and we seek it because we know it serves you. In other words, the more you open yourselves up to that which is higher dimensional and high frequency, the more you become the divine beings of light and love that you truly are. And when we see you being the divine beings of light and love that you truly are, there on earth we feel joy. We feel satisfaction and we feel fulfillment. It is our primary objective to elevate the consciousness there on the planet so that you all can live in harmony with one another and with Mother Earth herself. We know that you have other desires as well, and those desires also serve in the expansion of consciousness that this is all about. So don't worry about the fact that you have desires that are separate from that overall desire that you have for humanity to live in harmony with each other and with the planet. Do not think for a moment that you are letting everyone down by having your desire be in a romantic relationship or finish a marathon or make a certain amount of money in a year. Those goals and those desires create an expansion that you will someday benefit from and that we all benefit from right away. You like challenges and you like raising the stakes on yourselves, and so you do tend to put yourselves in predicaments, in challenges, in situations where your desire may run in conflict with someone else's desire. And then the two of you have the option of finding a harmonious way to deal with that situation. Or you can always choose the option of trying to defeat the other so that you can have what you want while triumphing over the person who appears to be giving you a hard time. Those conflicts and those challenges are always there by agreement. And they are there because at the soul level you know that challenges and conflicts serve you, and that you will grow in who you really are by facing them. It is a good idea to let go of the notion that you are supposed to be living a perfect life where everything comes your way effortlessly. You may have those experiences from time to time, and you will enjoy them, but you will also look back at your past from certain points in your life, and you will know that the challenge served you so much more than when you were on easy street. In other words, the challenge brought you to a higher level of consciousness, brought you more of a sense of community, connection, and an understanding of who you really are as a source energy being. It is only at that level of the true self, the source self, that you are able to handle the challenge and rise above it. Now we know that when you are in those times of crisis, when you have hit rock bottom, or when you are feeling despair, you are more likely to seek those like us out for communion. You are more likely to look to the angels and archangels and helpers you have in the higher realms because you recognize you need that assistance. And in those moments, you often don't think of yourselves as the divine beings of light and love that you are. We come to remind you of who you are. We set the vibrational tone of it for you and invite you to it. And when you see the light, most of you come towards it. And you may then give us all the credit for helping you or raising you up, but you had to get to that rock bottom point to reach out in faith to that which you hoped or believed existed. And you had to let us in. And when you let us in, beautiful things happen for you and for all humankind. We are not just talking about us as the creators. We are talking about all who are in the non-physical, as we are all seeking to help you to become more of who and what you really are. We are the creators and we love you very much. Who exactly is on your spirit team and what can they do? We are the creators. We are a 12th dimensional collective of non-physical beings, and we are here to help. We seek to energize you, to inform you, to enlighten you, and to empower you. We know that you have everything that you need inside of you, and we want to be a part of the team that helps you to unlock what is already there within you. When you allow us to be a part of that team, you may give us more of the credit than we deserve. You make yourselves ready to receive higher frequency energy and information, and then, when you can, you must also give yourselves the credit for being able to do just that. We cannot force anything upon you, and you cannot receive anything that you're not ready for. We get to play this game with you, and so do all the other helpers that you have that are more personal to you, and all the archangels, and all the ascended masters, all the higher frequency beings in extraterrestrial form, are all part of a team that is assisting you in whatever ways that we all can. But you have to be ready to receive what we are offering. You have to open up to it. And you do want to use the energy and information that you are given. It is nice in theory, and it is nice to philosophize about it, but using it to live your lives in the ways that you want to live your lives is the best way to utilize it right now. You all are also there to lead and to teach others, and you will be given opportunities to do just that if you let those opportunities unfold before you in the appropriate timing. You can always put out there what you want to put out there for others to choose to absorb or not. But you are never responsible for whether someone else wakes up or gets it. You can continue to be yourselves and trust that the laws of the universe will bring the right people to you at the right time to benefit from what you are offering. And they will either open up to it or they won't. That's not your responsibility, and it's not something you have control over. What we want you to recognize is how much help there is, and to also remember that it is only help. We are not doing anything for you, and the best thing we can do is give you a reminder of what's inside of you. You deserve all the credit for being ready to receive what you are receiving. You are source energy beings who are awakening to that truth more and more every day. And once you have awakened, you do still need to be reminded of who you really are from time to time, because of how many out there in society are still asleep. You want to influence them rather than letting them influence you, and so you need to remind yourselves as well many times throughout your day. And that reminder needs to be about who you really are, what's inside of you, and what you're capable of. There is much to be experienced on planet Earth at this time. Many different points of view and a large spectrum of experiences. Choose what feels right to you, what resonates with you, and let everyone else do the same. Benefit from what is coming to you from the higher realms. But don't think that you have ever to beg or that you're not being heard for some reason. You always are. Do remember, ultimately you hold the keys within you, and everything that is within you will be unlocked, uncovered, and discovered at some point. Do not ever worry that you're missing something, that you're blocked, or that you're being left out. You are always going to get exactly where you're going, and we and others like us will do our best to lead the way so that you can lead others, and we can experience this awakening and ascension together in harmony. We are the creators, and we love you very much. Prioritize this over all else and reap the rewards. We are the creators. We are a 12th dimensional collective of non-physical beings, and we are here to help. You all know who you really are. You just need reminding of that truth. You all can feel who you really are when you are experiencing the state of being that love is. You know that the feeling of love is more than just hormones and chemicals being released in the body and brain. You have enough sense to recognize that, and yet the reminders are needed. The reminders are needed because there is so much out there in the world that you experience that tries to define you as something other than source. Many of you get quite caught up in your identity, your sense of self. When you base your identity and/or sense of self on that which is temporary, that which can change, you are setting yourselves up for disappointment. You are setting yourselves up to feel instability, and you are likely not to go much deeper than what the surface level can tell you. And so we recommend feeling for who you really are, rather than looking at the statistics and what they can tell you. In order to feel for who you really are, sometimes you must travel through the gunk of what you're not. A lot of you have accumulated that gunk over the course of this very lifetime and others. And therefore you need to go through some purging, some clearing, and some cleansing so that you can reach within yourselves and find the love that you truly are. Once you do, you will realize that home really is where the heart is. You find that the love within you feels like home, but it also feels expansive. It also feels like the connective tissue that holds us all together in this universe. And that's because that's what it is. And you are meant to feel it and be reminded of it frequently. And when you make that a goal of yours, you will always find that it is a goal you can accomplish. When you make it the top priority of every day of your life, you will be happy. You will manifest more of what you want. You will have plenty of friends, and you will likely also be doing what you love. You will find that it is easy for you to make a career out of what you love, all because you prioritized feeling love within yourself over all else that you could put at the top of your priorities list. You are the ones who get to decide what you focus upon and what you deem to be important. Now, others may have made the choice of what's important to you previously, but now that you are awake, you certainly are in the driver's seat. And that is real power. That is true power. That is the power of Source. It is the power of love. And it is within each and every one of you. We are the creators, and we love you very much. 4 steps to receiving more from your helpers. We are the creators. We are a 12th dimensional collective of non-physical beings, and we are here to help. We do seek you out, and we do notice when one of you is interested in connecting to the non-physical. We do tend to place more of our attention on those who can and are willing to receive an energetic transmission from us. That is not us playing favorites, it's just us being efficient. Your bodies are very efficient machines, and the universe is very efficient as well. Your ecosystem is incredibly efficient, and so it would follow that we are efficient in the non-physical. We do seek you out because we seek connection. We desire to be of service, and we know we can be of service to those who open up to us and receive our transmissions of energy, light, and love. We go where the openings are, and we invite you to consider how often you are opening up to the higher dimensional planes. We know that many of you speak out loud to your guides and to other higher dimensional beings and collectives. And when many of you wait for an answer or some results in the physical to show up and to prove to you that you were heard, but it is necessary for you all to take that final step of opening up to receive. Open yourselves up, because what you will receive is exactly what you've been asking for. Open yourselves up because it is safe to do so. And open yourselves up because the more you do, the more that will come to you. This is a dynamic and interactive universe. There are so many who want to interact with you. We know that many of you are waiting for the ships to land and the ETs to come out of those ships and walk right up to you. But you don't have to wait. And you certainly don't have to wait for anyone else within the human collective to be ready for any type of contact experience. You can make connections right now, and you can receive more of what you've been asking for in any given moment. Step 1 is to acknowledge that you are not alone. Step 2 is to acknowledge that your requests have been heard. Step 3 is to acknowledge that your requests have been answered in the affirmative. Step 4 is to open up and receive. Now, why is it that most of you don't ever get to step 4? Perhaps it's a lack of faith, and perhaps it is that you want to do it all yourselves. If you do everything, then you get to take all the credit. And so part of this process is letting go of the egoic need to be the one who does it all and then gets to take all the credit. The dimension that you are moving into, which is of course the 5th dimension, is all about collaboration. It's all about coming together. It's all about being a collective consciousness, because that's what you already are, and much of this journey is you becoming who and what you already are. We are here to help, and so many others in the non-physical and in the physical dimensions. You don't even have to ask for the help, because you have already asked, and you ask subconsciously all the time. But you do have to open up to receive what is already yours, and we are so very happy to provide it, and so are many others who are your helpers, your guides, your ancestors, your fairies, all that you can imagine, and so much more. We are the creators, and we love you very much. Do politicians and billionaires hold more power than you do? We are the creators. We are a 12th dimensional collective of non-physical beings, and we are here to help. We know that many of you are getting triggered at this time by what you see political figures doing and hear them saying, and that you have visceral reactions in your bodies to what billionaires are saying and doing publicly, and we want you to know that you have a right to your feelings and to your reactions. We also want to remind you of how powerful you really are. Your power goes far beyond your ability to vote and to boycott a company or a social media platform. Your power lies within you, and it is the power that you have to change your vibration, your thoughts, your beliefs, your perspectives. All of that power lies within you, and you are all being called upon to access those powers, those abilities. You are the ones who have the tools, who have the knowledge that you need to change yourselves. You can do a lot more than just posting on social media, on your website, on your blog about your outrage. You have much more power within you than pointing a finger gives you. And as you shift and change yourselves and become the beings of unconditional love, the beings of acceptance, the beings who are capable of seeing the source energy within each and every being, then you are creating the change you want to see in the world. Just pointing out how bad a person is and how damaging the things they do and say are isn't enough. It's not enough to give you the kind of change, the kind of movement, vibrationally, that you want to see within the collective you are a part of. And so yes, it is time for you to stand up for what you believe in and to be that which you would like to see the politicians and billionaires be. But you always need to pay attention to how you are reacting to something that you see, hear, or read. And you have to be the ones who change, because you cannot get anywhere by asking everyone else to change. You will not be able to provide enough evidence to the average voter to get that person to change their mind, because their mind is so inflexible. But you can change enough within yourself to start seeing the changes occurring outside of you that you want to see, that you want to be a part of. This is how you do it. This is how you change your world. You have all the power within you to do it. And you can align with those people who are out there that you see doing good works, that you see saying the right things, or you can give all of your attention to those you would like to take down. There's much more power in aligning with what you want and the people that you see holding a higher vibration. And some of you have come to realize that because you know how bad you feel inside when you take the approach of pointing fingers and trying to take down those who are in those positions of power. And so you learn through experience what works and what doesn't work, and how you need to be in order to be a part of the solution, a part of the new consciousness that humanity needs, that all countries need, regardless of who is sitting at the top in that country. What's going on inside of you matters so much more than that. And that is what we want to get through to you in this transmission of love and light and hope and unity. That's what you all need. And you all need to bring about the new earth that you want to see and experience in your lifetime. We are the creators, and we love you very much. So to wrap this up, I want to take a moment to really synthesize what the creators have been sharing with us, because there's a powerful thread running through all of these messages. The central theme here is almost deceptively simple. You already are what you're seeking to become. You are source energy. You are a divine being of light and love. And the journey you're on, whatever path you've chosen, is valid. It's leading somewhere. Ascension is guaranteed. And the only question is, how do you want to feel along the way? And that's where the real work comes in. The creators keep coming back to this idea that we make things harder than they need to be. We've adopted these beliefs, maybe from religion, maybe from society, maybe from our own experiences, that growth requires suffering, that spirituality means deprivation, that the path to what we want has to be paved with struggle. But they're asking us to examine that. Is that actually true? Or is it just an idea we've accepted? Because when you watch someone doing what they love, laughing, playing, fully alive, that looks pretty spiritual to me. That looks like someone in alignment with Source. Now here's what I find particularly powerful in these messages. The creators aren't saying just think positive and ignore reality. They're acknowledging that we're in a time where we're getting triggered by politicians, by billionaires, by what we see happening in the world. And they're saying, yes, you have a right to those feelings. But then they're pointing us back to where our real power lies, not in the outrage, not in the pointing fingers, not in trying to convince everyone else to change. Your power lies in your ability to shift your own vibration, your own beliefs, your own perception. That's how you actually change the world you're experiencing. And you're not doing this alone. That's the other beautiful piece of this. You have a spirit team. You have guides, angels, archangels, ascended masters, higher dimensional beings. All of them ready and willing to help. And the key is they can't force anything on you. You have to be open to receive. The creators gave us those 4 steps. Acknowledge you're not alone. Acknowledge your requests have been heard. Acknowledge they've been answered. And then, this is where most of us get stuck. Open up and receive. We ask and ask and ask, but then we don't take that final step. We don't actually let it in. Maybe because we want to do it all ourselves. Maybe because we're not sure we deserve it. Maybe because we've lost faith that anyone is actually listening. But they are. I say that through personal experience. And what you've asked for is already there waiting for you. So as you go forward from this episode, I want you to carry this with you. You can change everything in a heartbeat. Not by changing your circumstances first, by changing the idea you have about your life, about yourself, about what's possible. Feel for who you really are. Not the labels, not the statistics, not what the world tells you that you are. Feel for that love at your core. That's home, that's source, that's you. And from that place, everything else becomes possible. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode. It's always good to read these channelings. If this resonated with you, leave a comment. Let me know what landed for you. Share this with someone you love who needs to hear it. And remember who you really are. You are the reality revolution. Now, before I go, I wanted to remind you that we still have tickets available for our live in-person event in Newark, New Jersey on February 27th through March 1st. This is going to be absolutely transformational. My goal is to shift you into your greatest timeline. You can get tickets at www.brianscottlive.com/February-2026. Now is the time to join the Reality Revolution community. We have amazing interviews and live coaching sessions and exclusive content with training sessions, study sessions that are available, networking. It's really one of the most incredible groups. I'm so proud of what we've created. You can find us in the link in the description at www.skool.com/reality revolution. Be sure to check out my second YouTube channel, The Brian Scott Musical Experience, where I share new music on a weekly basis. And you can also find my channel on Spotify by just looking up The Brian Scott Musical Experience. And also, you can check out my art at www.newearth.art. I know that's a lot, but it's a lot that my heart wants to share with you. I'm sending all my light and all my love to everyone that's listening, seeing you in the new earth, and welcome to the Reality Revolution. You felt it. That pull, like you're supposed to be somewhere else. Someone else. Like there's a version of your life that's already happening and you're just watching it from the wrong side of the glass. What if that version isn't somewhere else? What if it's right here, waiting for you to step into it? Not through years of work, not through more information, through a single moment of actual shift. Three days, one room. Everything changes. The East Coast finally has a door, and it's opening on February 27th. The question isn't whether you're ready, it's whether you'll answer.